I've been doing the same thing since I was like 12, really. It's just the context around me has changed. It's like I used to fix canoes on my parents' patio in my suburban home. I built a printing press and a hovercraft and, you know, melted tire weights into weird lead sculptures. You know, this is like knowing nothing about any, you know, it was not art. I was just doing stuff I thought was fun. I thought it was like science. I was really into science when I was a little kid. And so I thought it was like kind of experimenting. I was like, it's kind of like a scientist. And then I learned that I was actually not a scientist because I didn't like the math part. So it's like science without the math, really. And I'm still doing the same thing. I had been an artist in Houston for, you know, maybe 20 years. And this was my new studio. I'd moved into this building and had a lot of extra stuff, and I put it out on the sidewalk to get rid of extra stuff, just to clear up. It was my yard sale. And I did that for like about 3 weekends. And including with, you know, it was lumber and doors and parts. Along with it, I put out old pieces of thrift store art, some of my old work that I didn't want anymore. People started coming by, and then Toby Camps, the curator, came by, and he had known my work before, but he came by to my yard sale, and he asked me if I would put my store in the Contemporary Art Museum in this show that he was curating, which was, you know, a difficult kind of decision, because it's like, here I am, I'm a contemporary artist working in the city, you know, for years and years, and then the CAM curator comes and they don't want my work, they want my yard sale. So I had to think about it, because, you know, it's weird. You know, it's sort of a slap in the face. It's like, oh wow, your work's gonna be featured in this big deal show. Oh, but it's your yard sale. And I thought about it, and I decided to do it on the condition that it really was a store, that everything was, that it really was for sale, that it wasn't, that it would still be my yard sale. And they agreed to that. They built me a copy of my store, just like that, you know, in the Contemporary Art Museum. It was a real store, and I was really selling stuff to people. So I would drive a truckload of stuff down to the CAM and like load it into the store to fill in the holes, you know. And then I'd be there, and people would walk in, you know, sort of looking at art. They're like, art. And then they would realize that they were in a store, and their faces would light up. You know, it's like, whoa, you know, shopping is way more interesting than looking at art. I mean, it really, I mean, literally, it's like the difference between the way someone looks at a piece of art in a museum and the way that they look at something when they're shopping is night and day. It's like, and shopping beats looking at art any day, pretty much. I emptied that store like 3 times. The first day, like at the opening, oh my God, I had 2 people helping me sell stuff. It was like packed, like a crowded bar is packed. Like you had to elbow your way through into the store. And we were like, just like pulling stuff off the walls, you know, and it was like, I mean, it was like, the store was devastated, like after the opening of that show. Yeah, so, which kind of proved the concept. I guess it worked. It's art. It's just like it's like a really standard art mission. It's like, you know, it's like I try to show people a larger world. It's like, you know, what I really like is when people come in and see something that they hadn't considered before, and they consider it, and then they're like, oh yeah, okay, that could be like that. And then they like smile, and it's great. They've got a little vision of something that they hadn't a vision of before, you know, and that's really standard art. So yeah, that's still what I'm doing, I guess. Words of wisdom. Oh my God. Oh no, I have no words. That's ridiculous. That would be terrible. There's no money in it. Don't expect it. Don't worry about it. If you want to do it, do it. Don't try to make a living at it. Don't even try, because it won't work, and then it's not fun anymore. Have fun. That's the other thing.
Do you still have fun?
Oh yeah, no, that's the main. I do all this to entertain myself. Yeah, you know, we have a rule that there's no sighing. You can't sigh. You can't be like working on something and go, I got to get this done. It's like, because then it's not going to be good. It's like, if you're not into doing it, then don't do it, you know? I mean, this is art. It's not like you have to do it. Nobody needs any of this, you know? Yeah, if it's not fun, there's not much point.